Dear children of standard 8th standard, 8th standard, now today I am going to explain leisure poem. I am going to explain poem leisure. It is for memorization. You have to by heart this poem, because at the time of examination to complete the lines, 4 lines or 5 lines, this will be there for the test or examination, terminal examination, maybe final examination, or during unit tests. These poem lines will be given. First line, some few words and gap, to the last gap and the remaining words, and you have to complete the lines. Now today we are going to deal with this poem. I am going to explain pre-reading task. Pre-reading task. This leisure, it has been written by the poet W.H. Davies. Now, pre-reading task. You may have seen some children collecting stamps or gardening or painting or cooking or going for a walk, etc. You might have, it is a hobby of the children that they collect stamps, postal stamps, right from the ancient times, like when post office was established. Some children have the habit of gardening. Some children do painting. Some take interest in cooking. Some are interested in going for a walk, etc., jogging, whatever it is called. This is all done during leisure time. Leisure time, it is very important how we have to spend the leisure time. What do you call these activities? You have to answer this question. When do you think they do these activities? When children do these activities, that is gardening, collecting stamps, cooking, painting, when do they do? During free time. Leisure means free time. Do you think it is important to have leisure activities? Whether it is very important to have leisure activities, and why? Do you have any activities like this? Now children, do you have such activities? Which one do you like the best? Which one you would like the best, and why? When would you like to do these activities? In your leisure time or all the time? Why? When do you like these activities to be done by you? Whether in leisure time or all the time? Actually, we have to do these activities during our leisure time, that is free time. Whenever we are getting free time, we should not waste free time. We have to work. Leisure time is just like a game, just like a play, what we do here, and it gives a solace to our mind. Now read and enjoy the poem. See nowadays what has happened. People do not have time at all to spend leisure time. So, I will explain the poem. What is this life if full of care? Is there any meaning to the life if it is full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. We do not have time to stand here or to stare here and there, or to look to the nature. No time to stand beneath the boughs of the trees. We don't have time. Even we don't have time to stand in the shade of the boughs, in the shade of the branches of the tree, because we are moving fast. And stare as long as sheep and cows. See, even animals do have leisure time. They stand beneath the boughs of the trees and they stare, they look, they enjoy. No time to see when woods we pass. When we are passing in the woods, when we are passing in the forest, We do not have time to see here and there. We do not have time to see the birds. We do not have time to see the wild animals. We do not have time to see the animals. Where squirrels hide their nuts in grass, we do not have time to see the squirrels hiding their nuts in the grass. No time to see in broad daylight. Even during the broad daylight, about night time, even at the time of broad daylight, we do not have time. Streams full of stars like skies at night. See the streams falling. See the cascade falling. During daylight, the stream looks like full of stars, like skies at night. During night time, how you see the sky with full of stars. During daytime, the stream which falls, the water which falls, it is lit with the daylight, that is sunlight, and it looks like stars. No time to turn to beauty's glance. We do not have even time to see the glance, to glance the beauty and watch her feet. And we do not have time to watch the dancing feet of the beauty of the nature, how they can dance, how the beauty dances. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. See, the beauty, the smile coming out of the mouth of the beauty, we do not have time. A poor life this is. We are leading a poor life, not rich life. Full of care. It is all worn. It is full of care. We are careworn. We have no time to stand and stare. And we do not have any time, a single minute to stand and stare. Now about the poem. William Henry Davies, 1871 to 1940, was one of the most popular poets of his time. He was a renowned poet, popular poem. The principal themes in his works are the marvels of nature, the beauty of nature, and observations about life's hardship, how we are suffering hardships. We find simplicity and use of the native tongue in these poems. We can find native tongues, a very simple language. Most of his poetry is on the subjects of nature. Most of the poems, whatever he has written on nature or life on the road, or the life on the road, how is the life on the road, it exhibits a natural, simple and earthy style. Very simple style he has written. Now, I will go through the summary. I will explain again this poem. Please heed to it. This is for the first unit test to complete the lines. Leisure by William Henry Davies. W.H. Davies he is called, was a Welsh poet and writer. He was a poet and also a writer. He was of the most popular poets of his time. So many popular poets were there, in that his name is also there. Leisure is an extremely thought-provoking poem. It is a thought-provoking poem in a simple manner, very simple manner. The backdrop of the poems is the hurried, stressful and mechanical life that people lead in modern times. We are leading mechanical life. We do not have time to stand and stare. The poet wonders whether it is worth leading such a hectic life which provides one with no time for leisure. Such a time we are undergoing that we do not have a single minute to spare and look the nature. The poem is divided into 7 rhyming couplets. This poem is divided into 7 rhyming couplets. Couplets means 2, triplets means 3, quadruplets means 4. 4 lines, 3 lines, 2 lines and single line. First couplet, the poet begins by questioning the purpose of life, which is so full of worries and concerns that it does not permit us any time to simply stand still and reflect on the world go by. We are so busy that we do not have a single minute to spare to simply stand and stare. In the next 6 couplets, Davies bemoans, is very sad, the various things that people are not able to do due to lack of leisure. Number of people cannot do anything just because they do not have time for leisure. They do not have leisure time. Second couplet, sheep and cows can often be seen standing still in vast open fields and staring into a distance. Always we can see sheep and cows standing under the trees, looking here and there. They enjoy nature, but we human beings do not have time to stare. People living in a busy life would not possess that sort of leisure to stand under the branches of the trees and gaze endlessly like these animals. Animals have got time, but we people do not have time to stand and stare because we are undergoing a mechanical life. Couplet 3. Further, when such people pass a forest or woodland, if people pass through woods or woodland, they would be in too much of a hurry to notice the nooks and crannies in the grass where squirrels conceal their nuts. While passing by the woods, people do not have time to see the squirrels hiding their nuts under the grass. They would not have the time to notice the various aspects of nature around them. Various aspects are there, various sceneries are there, but we people do not have time. Couplet 4. In daylight, during daytime, streams sparkle under the effect of the bright sunshine. The water from the streams, they sparkle as if like the shining stars at night, making it seem as if the streams are full of stars like the night sky. It looks, during daytime the streams look like the stars glittering at night. However, such natural beauty could be missed by the people overwhelmed or bothered by constant worries and living a life of haste. We are living a life of haste. We do not have time, leisure time, to look to the nature, to look to the stars seen or shining streams water by the sunlight. Couplet 5 and 6, the 5th and 6th couplets of the poem could be viewed literally and metaphorically. We can view it literally, literal interpretation. The rush of the life provides people with no leisure. We people do not have time for leisure to turn at a glance of a beautiful maiden. In the nature, a beautiful maiden is seen, a beautiful lady is seen, and enjoy her dancing. We cannot enjoy that how she is dancing. They are unable to leisurely observe her as her mouth shapes out smile that started from her eye. See, we cannot see the smile of her mouth. Metaphorical interpretation. The beauty of the world around us is personified in these couplets, which may busy people often miss due to lack of leisure. We people miss because we lack leisure. The dancing feet and enchanting smile, the dancing feet of the beauty, the smile of the beauty refers to the various aspects of the beauty surrounding us. Various aspects are there around us, but we don't have time. Couplet 7. In this last couplet, the poet gives his opinion that a life which is so bogged down by anxiety, we are full of anxiety, that it allows one no time for leisure, is indeed a miserable life. So we are leading a very hectic life, a very miserable life. Although the first couplet of the poem ends with a full stop, the first two couplets ends with a full stop and is hence in the form of a statement. It looks like a statement. Four kinds of sentences are there. So it looks like a statement. Declarative, like declarative sentence. It could also be legitimately interpreted as a pointed question posed by the poet. It is a pointed question, very good question, important question asked by the poet. In that case, the final couplet can be seen as W.H. Davis answers to his own question. Here, W.H. Davis, to the last lines, he answers his own questions. Now, children, do one thing. Glossary is there. You write down the glossary words, each word 3 times. Take down the meanings of it. Go on writing. Read the poem twice or thrice. Try to by heart the poem, at least the first 4 couplets. It is very much important. Go on doing, write the question answers pertaining to the text. This is all about the poem, The Leisure. I have explained it, and you all have understood it well, thinking so. Now another thing I want to tell you all, that 8th standard grammar book is there. 8th standard grammar book is there. You please purchase the grammar book. It is very important. It is very important. Purchase that grammar. Each and every student should purchase that grammar book. I have gone through the grammar book and it is very nice. Very nice, and it will give you a deep knowledge about grammar, and you will be perfect in grammar. After purchasing it, go on working on the grammar. The complete sentences are good kinds of sentences. All parts of speech he has touched. Now, I think you will do whatever I have told. First unit test is going to start. So please go through it. Thank you. Thank you very much.